Game Beard.
Your missile pod paper. Print it out. Then you want to cut out all your parts. Let's start with this piece. These are the doors. These are the doors to the missile pod. And we want to put a nice fold here. So I'm going to fold it. Okay. I'm going to glue it. Usually when I glue, I like to get right in that fold. Not a lot, but some. It'll help keep it down. I like to get in the corners. And then a little bit in the middle. And then I spread it around with that orange cap. Okay. Fold it down. Try to match it. And then for something flat like this, I just use my other metal ruler and I just press it down. I gotta cut them. There is a zigzag type edge down the center, and you want to just carefully cut those lines one at a time. Don't just kind of cut all the way through. It'll kind of tear. So, I mean, this isn't perfect either. And you cut a little extra into those grooves, but you don't notice them as much. I'm trimming those. Okay. Now, oh wow, that worked pretty good. I think I just need to trim this part. Sometimes you have to go back and check to see if you have any parts that have, okay, oh, I think I got it. Okay, I got it. So there are my doors. They're pretty good. Sometimes you might want to trim a little extra. These look okay. Okay, there's a fold. Let's see, how do I want to fold this? I want it to fold out. So I can fold it like this. This is my ruler, my straight edge. Let's see, I'm gonna position it. Got my fold. Got my fold. There is a very small dashed line here. It's a corner. I'm going to trim that off. Little dash line. Got it. So it's not just a straight rectangle. Looks nice. Okay, that's good. You could always, of course, trim anything that you think you might need to do, but these doors look pretty good. So I'm going to put them to the side. Let's go to, this is like the bracket or the stand of the missile pod. Now this is tricky because it has tabs, right? And then it has these are like the support, and I want these supports, I need to fold them, but they also need to be attached still to this. So I do need to make a cut though, because these are going to fold over and be a part of this. So what I'm going to do is I position it like this, and I need to trim right here down. It's like the halfway point of this support. I'm going to trim there, and I'm going to trim here with my X-Acto blade. So here we go. I'm going to cut that, and I'm going to cut right here. Okay, I think I got it. Now I want to fold those parts. So I'm going to, and I need to do it before I fold the other half over. Otherwise these tabs get in the way. So I'm going to position this on my edge of my table here. I'm going to fold that. And I'm going to fold the other one, the other support. Okay. So here they are, they're folded. Now I need to glue these over. So I'm going to use some glue. I like to get it in the fold just a little bit, and then a little bit extra outside. Try to get to the corners. Okay, I guess that's good. I'm going to fold this over. You want to try to match it up. They don't always match up perfectly, and you might have to trim it. Looks pretty good. And then, okay, good. I didn't trim away, there's a curve there and there's a little bit of white. I trimmed that last. Anyways, I'm still going to use my straight edge to kind of press down so that that's really glued. Just using white glue. Oh, am I shaking my camera? I may be shaking my camera. Okay, that looks pretty good. I can fold those later. Let's see, do I want to fold these now? So now I want to fold, I want to fold these up. Otherwise they get in the way. I mean, if you do something, so I'm going to fold this tab up. And I'm going to fold this tab up using my straight edge. Okay. Now I want to fold on this half part. So I'm going to go right here. Fold. I'm going to glue it again in the fold. Try not to use too much glue. I don't know, you'll figure out your consistency of like how much glue is too much. You don't want to like squish out. Okay, that looks good. And if it does, you wipe it away. Alright, I'm going to push this over. Press down. Totally shaking that camera, it's great. It's action. It's the action cam. I'm pressing down with this ruler. Okay. I think I got it. Looks pretty good. Sometimes you have a little extra white here. You trim it off, although that's going to be on the bottom, so it's not that necessary. These are my tabs. These will go into my chassis body. And then these need to fold up. Before I fold them up, I'm going to trim. There's a little bit of white right here. And you could probably use an X-Acto blade, but if you have small little scissors like this, you can just cut them. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to trim that part. Yeah. And then I'm going to trim this part. Okay. Okay, so I got those. Let's see, I got to fold this up. So I got to fold these supports up. The little yellow triangle, that's the top. So I'm going to fold my support arm up and my other one. So again, it looks like I have a little bit of white there. Like I would just trim that off I mean, if it doesn't bother you, no big deal. You can even paint it. If you're a painter, just get a little bit of green or whatever. Okay, so this piece is done. So I got this piece done. I got my doors. Now I just need to make the body of the missile pod. I'm gonna put those away. Let's see. Here's the body of my missile pod. This is for Bottled Lightning. That's their design. Cool camo. Now, one thing I need to do a little bit of trim. I cut it out, so I cut it out of my, you know, my printout. But I do need to trim right along this edge. There's kind of like there's a dark gray detailed piece here, and right before the orange, I just need to trim right on that line and right on this line. So I'm gonna do that right now. That way I can fold those parts. Let's see, I'm going to use my X-Acto blade there and my X-Acto blade right here. So just right up to, so I trimmed it right here, right up to the orange strip. I want to fold this piece up because it's going to go inside and around. So I want this tab, this is like that's like a, you know, that gray, that dark gray, that's on the inside. I'm going to push that up. So I think I got it. Okay. And then this one, it's going to go down. No, it's going to go up, I think. So I'm going to fold it up. If I'm wrong, I'll fold it the other way later. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So I folded those up. Because this part's going to fold down. So here we go. I go gray tab. I'm going to fold down. 1 tab. 2 tab on the side, and then this is going to fold. Oh shoot. Okay, here we go. There. In the middle. These are going to go on the inside and be glued, right? In fact, let's see. Shall I do all of them? Well, I definitely want to do these two, so that's what I'm going to start with. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue for this tab and a little bit of glue for this tab. I'm going to put it right in the fold. I'm going to do them both at the same time. Now, I can put a teeny bit here, but it's going to, I don't need much because it's such a, oh, that was too much. Okay. So I'm going to fold these over. These little tabs, you have to kind of hold them. And then I'm going to use my straight edge, you can see them right here, my straight edge to, so there they are. I'm going to put this on top and really press down. Okay. I want to do the same with this piece, but I believe I want to fold some of my other stuff first, and so that is what I shall do. I'm going to fold, I'm just going to start folding up on these main box lines. I got one right here. That's the tab, that's an easy one. And then I have one right here. That's going to be the bottom. Oh, and then I got right here. So I've got this line, and then I got this tab too. And I can fold, let's see. Oh yeah. So I'm going to fold that, and then I'm also going to fold this. Okay. Yeah, I knew I didn't want to glue this thing first, because I need to be able to make these folds. Okay, I'm going to go over here. It's kind of in the way, but so again, I position it along this edge. Okay, I'm going to fold the white tab, and then I'm going to fold this side. Okay. Finally, I believe I can fold these. So I've got a tab here. And then a tab right here. Okay. All right. Even though they're not perfectly like bent in, like the fact that I have that crease will make it easier to do it later. Now I want to glue. Now I want to put some glue, and I'm going to fold this in like so. So I do want to glue that now. So I shall. Use some glue here. Maybe a little more. Okay. Press in. Hold it down. And I am going to use my straight edge because it has a nice metal, whatever, edge, and it can really just press down. Use some force, pressure to really glue that down. Okay, I got it. Okay. So now what do I do? Well, obviously this is going to fold here. We'll test it. So this is going to fold around like a box. Oh, I need to trim some of these things. Yeah. It's always good to test it, right? So let's see. So like I can fold this. Remember, this is your model, so it's like if you feel like you ever need to trim something to make it work better, like a tab, go for it. It's your model. Let's see. But you can see that like this is going to fold, it's going to glue in there, and then this is going to fold. So it's going to be kind of like this, right? Okay, but this tab, I made this tab too big. This is kind of an earlier production, and I'm not 100% sure. And and it covers up part of this inside detail. So I definitely have to trim it. So I have to trim, which tab is this? This is going to be the bottom side, not with the MP. It's going to be the bottom. So, and it's attached here. I need to trim this a little. So I got my little scissors. I want to trim it just about that much. And I may adjust the final model tab, but I have a feeling I may not. I might be lazy. I may just not do that. So you may have to trim that yourself. But test it, you'll see. It's like, this way it won't cover up that detail on the inside. And then also, you may, I mean, it's probably not essential, but these tabs are going to bump right here. So maybe I can just trim this side a little bit too. So I shall. I'm just going to trim it a little. About that much. How much is that? I don't know. A little more than 1/4 of an inch. There. I just trimmed down that tab. Okay. Now what am I gluing? There's a lot of different approaches. Let's see. I think I want to glue this one first. And then I'm going to glue, yeah, I got to glue this one first. This is the best one. Why? Because I got this big flap coming over, and it would be nice if I didn't have to worry about this piece. This is going to be out of reach when I'm gluing all those other tabs. I probably will glue all those other tabs at the same time. So let's see, here we go. I'm adding some glue. Usually when I add glue, you want to get it right up on the edge too. Okay, so let's try it. So I'm just doing this one. Okay. Gotta hold it. Oh, it's inside. Okay, there we go. Make sure it's down. Using some pressure, pressing down that tab. I think I got it. Okay. So I got that one now. Got it. So, oh look, that's interesting. I got some ink. It's rubbing off. Okay. Now I need to get some glue right here. This is going to be the most important part to glue, because you're actually going to see that. Like if you have a big white gap, like if you want to get that right on the edge. Okay. So I'm going to do, boy, am I going to do this all at the same time? Maybe. So I'm going to get some glue here. Get it right on the edge. I'm going to try to do all these at the same time. So I got some glue here. I might have been able to glue this one, and then glue these, but that might have worked. I don't know. Do it your way. And then of course I need glue here. But the most important thing is when we do this, is this right here, this tab. That's what you want to mind. Okay, here we go. In fact, I'm going to kind of pull it out. In fact, I'm going to kind of pull it out. Push this down using all my fingers, and then I'm going to kind of push this one back in. But I want to get this tab right on the edge. Let's see, oh, I got it. I'm going to press down. Because you don't want like a white gap there, because this is you're going to look down and you don't want to see a big white gap there. Okay, I got it. And I'm going to kind of hold the other stuff in place, maybe put it on my table. That might help. Ooh, I think that's helping pretty good. And I'm going to use my straight edge. I'm going to put it right in there just to hold that bottom, to really glue down that bottom. Oh, I wasn't getting all of it. But like I said, this bottom tab, this is the most important part, because that's what you can see. Okay. Now I'm going to check the other stuff. Oh, it's not so bad. So you got to hold this though. So I'm holding this edge. I got to hold this edge. Actually, it worked pretty good. So wow, it doesn't always work that great. So I'm holding it. Sometimes you can use the table kind of to help press down like an edge. So that's working. Let's see, got the back here. Yeah, I'm just going to hold it. Not bad. Okay, this worked out pretty good. Okay, this is drying. So that's your piece. Not bad. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it worked out pretty good. I was able to line up everything. So it doesn't always work out perfectly, but just be careful, and I don't know, usually there's some little bit of white in there. It's fine. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now I'm ready to do the, boy, am I going to do the doors first? No. Yes, I am going to do the doors. Okay, so let's look at the doors. So I got this piece. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Okay, we have a front door. We got our, the trimmed side, that's on the bottom actually. So it's going to look like this. This is the front. Or you could imagine the front. It's not closed. It's not closed. It's going to be open, right? So this is so what is this? This is the right side, and this is the left side, looking from the front, I guess. But I guess it's the right. I don't know. This goes on this side. I'm going to add a little bit of glue on this orange tab. You don't want to do too much. Okay, so it's the bottle. The bottle is going to be on this side. These don't like, you don't necessarily want these to like open and close. I mean, I don't know, if you're like really careful, maybe you could do that, but like it'd be pretty flimsy. So you're just gonna kind of find the angle that you like of those doors being open, and you're just gonna kind of glue it down. It does connect with the top. And so here, I don't know if you can see, but you can see that little angle that I trimmed off earlier. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. A little bit of glue. Smear it. Okay. Here's my piece. Just gonna glue it on. Okay, got it. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Okay, so I got it. So those are the doors. Let's see. Okay. Now I have my bracket. So my bracket, so it's rounded here, right, where I trimmed it, and it's gonna glue right there. You can, like, when you glue it, you can tilt it. I'm gonna tilt this one. Sometimes I'll have one that's kind of more straight away, and then I'll have one that's like tilted, just to get some variety. Let's see, I'll tilt this one. But what I do is, I guess you could put the glue here, or you could put the glue right underneath this circular piece. Let's see, I'm gonna put the glue underneath this piece right here. Put a little bit of glue there. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. Okay, got it. Now I am going to have a tilt. Remember, this triangle is on top. Okay, the MP is on top. The MP is on top. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I want to position one. Let's see how much of a tilt do I want? I want that much of a tilt. Now remember, you decide how much of a tilt you want. Okay, got it. I'm going to kind of hold this one. I want to make sure I get this one down pretty good. And then I will do the other. So I got that much of a tilt. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna look at it from the from the front. Okay, it looks good. Looks like it's looks good. I'm gonna try to hold this down. Okay. Okay. Now with these tabs are going to go into the chassis, but I have to cut the lines on the chassis. So I'll show you where those tabs go. Right here there's like a panel, right, with a circle in the middle, and I want to cut right here along the outer edge, just the outer edge from here to here of these of that whatever, that panel. And you want to use an X-Acto blade. You want to be careful because you have to kind of saw it in there, and it's gonna, you know, cause some violence to your. I mean, if you're careful and slow, you gotta be careful and slow. You have to be real careful. Oh boy, press down. I got a saw. Let's see if I can do this. To kind of go up and down. Okay, got it. So it's just right here. And on the other side. It's hard to see with all of that camo. Okay, I got it. So let's see. So again, it's just right from here to here, from here to here. Okay, now this thing is a little, now let's see, a normal gun will fit in perfectly right within that. But the missile pod, these tabs are a little bigger than normal, and let's see, I mean they'll fit, but it'll cover up, let's see, it'll cover up your grill on the back. And so you have a choice. You can extend this line a little bit on each side to accommodate your missile pod tab, or you can simply cut your tab from the front. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim it. So let's see. I'm going to trim it so it's not such a big tab. It'll make it a little easier, so I'm going to cut it about that much. Slight angle. It'll make it easier to put in your, you know, in your chassis anyways. Again, this is kind of an earlier version. I may or may not adjust these tabs. I may not. I have a feeling I'm not going to. I'm going to be lazy. I have too many other things to do. But you can trim it if you want. So I just trimmed it a little. The tab's a little smaller. Okay, so now let's try. So let's see. So again, this tab is going to go right into that slit. There, I got it. And then this one's going to go into this one. It's nearly invisible, but there it goes. And then let's see. I want to slide it forward. Let's see. Yeah. So there it goes. That way you can see a little grill in the back. It does cover up my bottle lightning symbol, but that's not the end of the world. The problem is I have that. There's like this metal piece. They wouldn't be able to have. In a perfect world, they wouldn't even bother to paint their logo there, but I do have it on the sides, and I do have it on the front of this door. So there it is. There's my bottle lightning. Anyways, that's it. We got it. So that is your missile pod. Not bad. Okay, here it is. So not bad. Looks good. I usually make a couple of these just to have them on hand. But normally for my games, I'll have like one. I'll have one missile pod, but you never know. You might want to have an extra one to switch out. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next construction video.